Every Sunday, millions watch the game, the speed, the power, but what we don't see is the hit that lingers long after the crowd goes home. Leigh Steinberg, the real-life inspiration behind the multiple award-winning movie Jerry Maguire starring Tom Cruise, a legendary sports agent, a fighter for athlete rights, and now, a man on a mission to heal the injuries no MRI can see.
The particular difficulty with athletes is being in a culture of denial about their physical situation. So I had a crisis of conscience back in the 1980s. I was representing half the starting quarterbacks in the NFL, and they kept getting hit in the head. And after that, there was an exponentially higher rate of Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, premature senility, chronic traumatic encephalopathy, and depression. So getting the athlete to protect themselves is no easy matter.
Enter Professor Mike Chan, a global pioneer in regenerative medicine. His bold idea? Stop managing symptoms, start regenerating the body, at the heart of his method-targeted organ and brain-specific stem cell therapies. Professor Mike Chan, each brain region has its own function, and its own way of healing. That's where precision matters. Even global figures have taken notice. Former supermodel Yolanda Hadid, who battled chronic Lyme disease, called Professor Mike Chan by far the most advanced stem cell doctor she had ever encountered. She's described him as a stem cell genius and one of the greatest pioneers in regenerative healing. These therapies go beyond general wellness. They're designed to regenerate damaged tissue in the frontal lobe for decision-making, the hippocampus for memory, the cerebellum for motor control. This isn't one treatment for all, it's healing with a bullseye.
Anyone in my age group who's trying to extend life and quality of life, I think these stem cells are an integral part of health and wellness. That's where Dr. Chan is so far ahead of many people in his field, because he's spent years studying, years treating. You know that if you're being treated by the person who wrote the book, that probably augurs well for the success.
The news entitled, Mapping the Code of Life, European Wellness Highlights 400+ Human Cell Types in Landmark Cytology Atlas, was published in several international publications including Business Insider, Yahoo Finance, Associated Press, and MarketWatch, amongst many others. In a major scientific milestone, Professor Mike Chan and his global team at European Wellness have published 2 groundbreaking studies that advance the frontiers of regenerative and brain-specific medicine. The first, titled Human Cytology, Classification and Quantitative Cell Landscape, maps over 400 human cell types, unlocking an exact blueprint of our body's cellular makeup. It provides the foundation for precision stem cell therapy, ensuring that every treatment matches the right cell to the right tissue in the right organ. The second study, exploring the complexity of the human brain, cell types, numbers, and lobar functions, dives deep into the architecture of the brain. From the hippocampus to the frontal lobe, the publication decodes how specific cell populations control memory, movement, and emotion. This research is a game changer for treating concussions, traumatic brain injuries, and cognitive decline. By understanding exactly which brain cells are affected, Professor Chan's team can now apply organ-specific stem cell therapies to regenerate targeted regions, like the prefrontal cortex in post-traumatic stress, or the substantia nigra in Parkinson's-related trauma. This is not theory. It's a precision medical roadmap, made possible through years of cellular research and now brought to life in clinical applications at European Wellness Biomedical Group. From mapping the brain to healing it. This is the future of brain health through regenerative science. NFL athletes endure immense physical trauma, the hits, the concussions, the unseen damage. Stem cell therapies offer a new hope. The pain can ease, the clarity can return. And with potential collaborations, the future looks promising. Leigh Steinberg, it was a revelation. This isn't just hope, it's action backed by science.
The most important thing is long-term health. And far below that would be playing a pro career. And below that, really to play in a given game, the least significant thing is this play. So recently we set up a concussion foundation which has as its purpose raising money for new research and awareness Well, I'm hopeful of taking some of his treatments into the world of professional sports and then collegiate sports. And if you can validate something in the athletic context because of the high profile and glamour of the field, then it takes you out to better acceptance in the remainder of the community.
This isn't just about football. It's about anyone living with brain trauma, veterans, accident survivors, frontline heroes. The therapies Professor Chan and his team are developing may finally give them something they've waited years for, a way forward. Together, they're launching something bigger. Athlete recovery programs, global education campaigns, a playbook that doesn't end when the game does. The science is real, the healing is personal, and for thousands of athletes suffering in silence, the game is about to change, for good. The future of athlete recovery is here. Show me the stem cells, join the movement, discover the science, heal the future, with Professor Mike Chan and European Wellness Biomedical Group.
You recently received treatment from Dr. Mike Chan. Can you share what prompted that decision and what the experience was like for you personally?
I was excited when Michael Chan was coming to treat me. I knew that stem cells are on the cutting edge of where we're going with medicine, and I met Michael Chan, and he's just terrific. He's got a warm and charismatic personality. He's totally reassuring, and I was impressed by his erudite scholarship with some of his works. And you know that if you're being treated by the person who wrote the book, that probably augurs well for the success. So you feel very confident in his hands.